I've spent the last few days digging into the real-world asset narrative. The data, the institutional pilots, the new regulation updates, and the more I researched, the more I realized something that honestly shocked me. There are only two altcoins that sit right in the center of what could become the biggest wealth shift we've seen in crypto since the birth of Ethereum. I'm talking about Ondo and Chainlink. And the more I looked, the more obvious it became that these two are still somehow massively undervalued compared to the size of what's coming. So today, I'm breaking down exactly why I believe Ondo and Chainlink are going to power the next phase of real-world asset adoption. I will show you why these two tokens sit right where the money is moving, not where retail is hoping it goes. If you want to front-run smart money instead of chasing it, this is the video you needed. Let's jump in. And before we start, hit that subscribe button. We are pushing toward 10,000 subs, and every week I break down the altcoins that actually matter. Also, real quick, nothing here is financial advice. This is educational content based on my personal research. Now, I need to start with this because it's the core of everything. Real-world assets, government bonds, stocks, funds, commodities are moving on-chain right now. And we're talking about major global institutions: BlackRock, Citi, BNY Mellon, DTCC, Euroclear, UBS, MasterCard, Swift. All of these giants are deeply involved in on-chain asset tokenization as we head into 2026. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The tokenization narrative is a global economic transformation, not a crypto trend. Assets are moving to blockchain to become more efficient. And that is why Ondo Finance and Chainlink sit at the exact intersection of where traditional finance and crypto finally meet. Let's start with Ondo. I saw in one of the competition videos that Ondo is the Coinbase of tokenized assets. And honestly, it's not wrong. But after my research, I think that undersells it. Because Ondo has become one of the most important RWA gateways in the entire crypto ecosystem. And the numbers prove it. In Q4 2025, Ondo's tokenized treasury products and tokenized equities have surpassed 1.3 billion in TVL. Their USDY token, a yield-bearing stable asset backed by US Treasuries, has grown to over 680 million in market cap. Their OUSG tokenized bond fund sits around 700 million. And Ondo now offers over 100 tokenized US stocks and ETFs with a roadmap to expand to 1,000. That is unreal growth for a company barely 1 year into its global rollout. In late 2025, Ondo secured regulatory approval in Liechtenstein, which allows it to operate across the entire European Economic Area, roughly 500 million people. Think about it. While most projects are fighting for attention on crypto Twitter, Ondo is out here onboarding the entire EU. The biggest misconception about Ondo: people think it's competing with BlackRock. But in reality, BlackRock literally tokenized one of their investment products through Ondo's infrastructure. That partnership speaks louder than any crypto marketing ever could. And on top of that, Blockchain.com integrated Ondo assets for 93 million plus users. Alchemy Pay added USDY purchases in 173 countries. BNB Chain listed Ondo's entire tokenized equities catalog. Stablecoin issuer STBL backed its new USST stablecoin with 50 million worth of Ondo's USDY. No other RWA project has this level of actual function and adoption. This is real finance running on Ondo. Now let me tell you why I'm even more excited about Chainlink. Because while Ondo is the front end, Chainlink is the back end that makes all of this possible. Every major RWA project, including Ondo, touches Chainlink in some way. Price feeds, proof of reserve, cross-chain messaging, CCIP, institutional data pipelines, on-chain auditing. If RWAs are going to scale, institutions need data, security, and interoperability. And Chainlink is literally the only company that solves all three. Here's something retail has no idea about. Swift, DTCC, Citi, ANZ, BNY Mellon. They are all testing or using Chainlink CCIP. This is the backbone of global finance, trillions in daily flow. In the 2025 pilots, SWIFT used CCIP to send tokenized assets across multiple blockchains. DTCC used Chainlink to automate corporate actions across public and private chains. Euroclear, UBS, and Fidelity participated in the same network. This isn't maybe. Chainlink is becoming the messaging layer between traditional finance and blockchain. And if CCIP becomes the standard, Link becomes the toll token for moving trillions of dollars across chains. That's why the Link's narrative isn't priced in, and I'm quite sure I'm right here. Chainlink is not valued as an enterprise infrastructure powerhouse yet, but the writing is on the wall. Real-world assets need trust. If you tokenize the stock, a bond, a treasury note, or a fund, you have to prove that it's actually backed by the underlying asset. That's where Chainlink Proof of Reserve comes in. In late 2025, Deutsche Börse Crypto Finance Division integrated Chainlink POR. NXT assets, ETPs, began using POR for daily reserve verification. Backed Finance integrated POR for tokenized stocks, bonds, and ETFs. This is Wall Street infrastructure using blockchain verification. Not crypto companies, traditional institutions. And every time these institutions publish a reserve check, Chainlink is there, fulfilling that role, day after day, transaction after transaction. That's locked-in utility. Here's what really blew my mind during research. These two projects are not just strong individually, they are now officially integrated. In October 2025, Ondo announced Chainlink as its official price oracle provider, official cross-chain interoperability provider, preferred enterprise data infrastructure. Chainlink feeds now power the valuation of all Ondo tokenized assets, and CCIP is going to be used for future movement of those tokenized assets across multiple chains and into institutional systems. So think about this. Ondo is the front end, the assets, the liquidity, the user layer. Chainlink is the backend, the data, the infrastructure, the connectivity layer. They are all solving different sides of the same trillion-dollar transformation. This is why I think both are still early. Not speculative early, fundamentally early. Let me keep this simple. Ondo has 10 billion max supply, around 3.1 billion circulating, no inflation, long vesting schedules, massive real utility tied to USDY and tokenized securities growth. Ondo is not a meme. It's not a rewards token. It's not an APY gimmick. Ondo is exposure to real-world asset tokenization itself. And with 1.3 billion in TVL, global licensing, real treasuries on-chain, BlackRock integration, a working app, growing yield-bearing products, it's honestly surprising that Ondo's market cap is still under $2 billion. I don't think that lasts. Link has 1 billion max supply, 657 million in circulation, a 7% structured unlock per year, growing enterprise usage, staking V0.2 now live, a new fee capture mechanism that buys Link off the market. When SWIFT, DTCC, or a major bank uses CCIP, Chainlink gets paid. And because Chainlink routes part of enterprise revenue into the Chainlink reserve, which buys Link. That means real-world usage creates real buy pressure for Link. This is something most altcoins simply do not have. Look, I've been in this market long enough to see hype cycles come and go. AI tokens, GameFi, Oracle rotations, Layer 1 mania, and most recently privacy sector. We've all lived through 20 different next big things. But real-world assets are different. This is the financial system migrating to blockchain. And when you line up every serious institutional initiative from SWIFT to BlackRock to Euroclear to Citi, two crypto projects show up again and again. Ondo Finance, Chainlink. One builds the assets, one secures and connects the assets. Front end, back end. And both are still priced like early stage altcoins. So yes, after days of digging, reading, analyzing and reanalyzing, I believe these two are massively undervalued going into 2026. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're pushing toward 10,000 subs, and I want you with me every step of the way as we track the real projects shaping crypto's future. Drop a comment below. Are you bullish on Ondo? Are you bullish on Link? Or did I miss another RWA project you want me to analyze? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.